my guy.
Wagwan better.
Wagwan, my G. Yo, so we have a theme song here. You have to come with the energy. Hey.
Is that the theme song?
Yeah, that's the theme song, my G. In the house, boy, in the house. Hey.
I think that's gonna be the jam for. That's gonna be the jam for the summer.
For live.
When summer comes, that's what we're all gonna be singing.
Hopefully, the lockdown will be lifted by then.
Yeah, man. No, eventually, man. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. How's it going now? How are you?
I'm okay. Yo, so the thing is, it's like shitty for a lot of people. So if your own is not too bad, I think you just take it. You know.
Yeah, you just gotta be grateful.
It's not fun. It's not fun for everyone. So if yours isn't terrible, if yours isn't shitty, you just keep quiet and be in the corner. So I'm alright. How your side?
I just do. Like you said, now if if yours isn't as bad, just have to be grateful.
Exactly.
I feel. Yeah. But like, how have you been keeping safe so far? Are you in Lagos?
Yeah. I want to say fortunately, unfortunately. No. Fortunately. I mean, I live in Lagos, but I would have liked to go home for this particular period. But the borders closed before I could get there.
You could go.
Yeah. But I live here, so I'm home. It's not.
Yeah.
No be any.
So how's it been? How have you been keeping safe? How have you been staying safe?
Damn, I work out. I play my guitar quite a bit now. I swim, and I'm not sleeping a lot for some reason. I would have thought now is the time where I would be like sleeping like a ton, but I don't know about you guys, but it's almost impossible to get like proper hours of sleep. You know.
Yeah. I was going to ask how you've been keeping entertained, because I see a lot of people have been joining TikTok and all these other social media apps. But I noticed on your page, I haven't seen you join TikTok yet. So I think the boredom hasn't hit you like that yet.
Greg? Say what? I haven't joined TikTok.
Yeah. So the boredom hasn't hit you like that, obviously.
Not yet. Hey, KDB, my brother. What's good? Sorry, I'm giving somebody a shout out. TikTok.
No, it's all good.
The thing is, I'm actually not the biggest fan of viral things, like I never have been. So as far back as things like planking and what's that, dabbing and anything that goes viral, I go the complete opposite way. I'm just not. It just doesn't excite me. If everyone else is doing it, I probably don't want to do it. So TikTok just happens to be one of those things. I love the fact that everyone is doing it. Everyone can have fun with it, but we all don't have to jump on the same craze. So I don't think TikTok is gonna be my way.
But what are the things that you've been doing to stay entertained then? Like other than TikTok or other things?
I play a lot of FIFA now. I play my guitar quite a bit. Because I never used to have time for it. So now I spend almost all day practicing. Just work out soon and watch a ton of movies, man.
Right. I was gonna ask what do you have Netflix? Do you watch Netflix?
I'm actually not the biggest. Of course, but only when there's a good show to watch. I'm not one of those people who goes and roams on Netflix for something to watch. If someone tells me that there's this amazing thing to watch, then I'll go watch it. But usually when I get on Netflix without knowing what I want to watch, I probably just roam around. I roam around for hours before.
I think that's everybody. Everybody does that.
Yeah, man.
But what have you been watching so far?
I don't know about would you agree there's not that much good TV out there anymore?
Right.
So for me, I would rather not waste my time watching a mediocre show. I'd rather go back and watch a show that I know is amazing, and I would rewatch it and usually it's a lot of fun. So I started rewatching Money Heist, even though I'd seen it already. Yeah.
Okay,
but I went back because I just finished the part 4. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go back and watch the beginning and see what happened. Yeah. And it was kind of fun. The MJ, the Michael Jordan documentary is documentary. Amazing. Yeah, The Last Dance is pretty amazing. So I'm glad that came out. Ozark, I think I finished that already. I go back and watch The Matrix, all the really old classical movies.
Hey, Neo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As you can see, I have a thing for superhero movies, so that's
hey, I can see the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, that's Avengers, right?
Yeah, but the one at the corner is a Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
So the Shawshank. Okay, cool. There's
Avengers. That's Doctor Strange, right? Black Panther.
Yeah, man.
So that's what would you say your favorite type of movies are? Would you say comic book or
Somebody
like
say I did feel
action
you. Me too, I
movies?
did feel you pass. Who's that? Abrantia. What's that? Comic book films.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Are those your favorite type of movies, or
No,
what would you
not
consider
really,
your favorite type of
because
movies?
most comic book films aren't very good. It's only the Marvel ones that have been pretty amazing. Most of them are actually pretty
Yeah.
shitty. So no,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be my favorite. I don't think I have like a favorite type of movie anymore. I go by reviews and I go by like
Okay.
what the general consensus is. So before I watch a film, I need to like maybe I've heard something about it. The reviews look amazing, and then I'm like, ah, cool. I wanna try this.
Mm.
Who's the icon banner on your page?
That's what I was about to say, guy.
Uh,
Like, who's Oluremi Tafari? Please, can
Oluremi.
you stop with the flags,
No, no,
please?
no. I beg, drop your flag. But yeah, Shawshank is one of my like favorite of all time. Shout out,
Yeah.
you're sharp, you're sharp.
Yeah.
Shawshank is one of the
Yeah.
best. What about you?
All right. Speaking about
What you been watching?
what have I been watching? There's this show Boomerang on BET. It's a
I
cheesy
haven't seen
show. It's
that.
kind of like, do you know the Boomerang movie, the one with Eddie Murphy that came out
Long
like
time ago,
back in the
yeah.
day? Yeah, it came out long. So it's basically about the children of those characters.
Got you.
Basically, yeah. So I've been watching that show. It's not really the greatest show. It's not the best show, but I just like it.
I
You
need a
know those
good
shows
show.
that they are,
So recommend like a really good show for me then.
okay. Lost in Space.
Lost in
That
Space is
show is
actually
really
good?
Yeah, Lost in Space is actually really good.
Got you.
Yeah, Stranger Things. Have you ever gotten
follow the
Stranger Things?
Miracle in Cell 7 trend? Did you go watch it? Did you cry?
Yeah, I went to watch it because everybody on Instagram and on Twitter, they seem to
Yo,
everybody was
I
crying.
want to know. Did you guys cry? Like when you watched, who watched if you watched Miracle in Cell
Yeah.
7, put it up, and I want to see those who cried because
Did you watch it?
I shed like one tear, but I think because everyone was talking about how, oh boy, this thing made me cry, I was expecting to want to cry or like that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it wasn't as new.
Yeah.
But,
Actually,
yeah.
didn't see. I didn't see it. I didn't see what people were crying about.
Oh, you didn't see? Oh, come on, man! It wasn't that. But hey, phenomenal
no,
emoji that you cried. Well, who was quite tearful?
I'm
What's
serious.
wrong with you, man? Someone said I had a headache for hours. Was it that deep? I mean,
It
it
wasn't
was a
that
sad
deep,
film.
oh.
It was a sad film. But you guys, come on, headache for hours. Mm.
Someone else says yes. I cried. My eye was swollen for hours. I don't think it was that deep though.
No, like the thing is,
I think...
if it didn't have a happy ending, well, not happy ending, but if the guy had actually died, I think I would have cried. But when they brought him out and everything, I was just like, oh, that is too. Colade, leave this place. Colade, please, no, I can't do this here. So please.
Someone said I was weeping. People were actually weeping over this movie.
Yeah, but it was a good film.
Yeah, it was. Speaking about movies and TV shows, you're an actor. We all know that. A great one at that. What were the movie projects you were working on before the lockdown started that you had hopes that would have been released? Or what are things that we should look out for from you when the lockdown is lifted?
You know how the thing goes with like actors and everything, especially if I do maybe like 2-3 movies a year, if that, and sometimes it takes at least a year before it comes out. So a lot of my films, maybe like in 2020, the films that are coming out are films that I shot last year or a year and a half ago. The ones that I shot will not come out till 2020. There was a big one that we did, 2 weeks in Lagos. That was supposed to be out right before the lockdown hit, actually, March 24th. But obviously we could see what was happening with like around the world and everyone was closing and everything. So we were pretty proactive and we're just like, no, we can't do this right now. But that was pretty dope because it was a huge film and we shot it like a year ago. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. It sort of messed up the Jamaican film that I went to go shoot, Joseph.
Yeah.
So I ended up as a co-producer on that film. So I had like a bunch of obligations in terms of pushing it on both sides. And we had distribution in like America and like the UK and a bunch of other places. And it was supposed to be going wild. And then Corona just hit. And then there we go. But no, still Vim. It's still going to be an interesting year. I'm not mad.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that means you had to postpone the release dates for the movie, right?
Essentially, yeah. So the release date for 2 weeks in Lagos is definitely postponed. We'll see what happens. We'll see how cinemas are like. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know. It's not going to be the same. We're not going to have the same, like, at least not immediately. I don't think it's going to be like thousands of people packed in the Hello, whoever you are,
cinemas.
Miss Judith. How are you? Hey. Which one is Molly and Cece? It's a Cece doing people now. You guys are all
Is it
shit.
Mawuli at CC?
I'm like, yo, what do you want her to come and do here? What do
Yeah.
you want her to come and do here? Yeah, but walk on.
So obviously it's not going to be how it was before.
Yeah,
That's for sure. Yeah.
So let's see. But
Yeah. Speaking about the corona pandemic, I know like you're in Lagos. That's why I asked you first, like if you were in Lagos. It seems like
who's that
the
who's
numbers
that putting my birthday up
keep.
there? It seems like what?
It seems like the numbers keep increasing.
Yeah.
Like despite the lockdown.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? Because it's crazy. It's kind of scary the way the numbers have been increasing.
So for anyone who's listening, the numbers increasing is always a good thing.
Really?
You want to see numbers going up.
Yeah.
Because
but in terms of like the numbers of people getting infected.
Yeah, but my point is we're
we're
looking at it the wrong way. You want to see numbers going up because more numbers being announced means that you're testing more. When the numbers are low, it doesn't mean that people don't have it. It just means that you're not testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So at least if you're getting high numbers, then you know that there's tests being run, and at the very least you know where we stand. That being said, the only way to come out on the other side is to go over the peak, which means we have to see what the rise is, and then hopefully we can contain it. And then once the curve flattens, but I'm not bothered because from the start I knew that those numbers weren't real. The first numbers that they started releasing
weren't
I knew
real.
for a fact that there's way more cases than that. So even this 100 and something that they're announcing every day, I look at it and I'm just like, I know for a fact that there's tons more cases. So at this point, my guys, there's only God who can save us. That's a lot of pink hearts, but I love you too. I love you too.
All your fans don't reach here.
Oh yeah, now what thing you want me to do? I live for them.
So yeah, speaking about numbers spiking, so I know that in Ghana the lockdown has been lifted after 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And despite the high numbers that they have, but at the same time, testing has also ramped up. But it has also gotten some mixed response in terms of like people are saying that they don't think that it's early enough for the lockdown to be lifted or something like what are your thoughts on that?
Guy, the truth is formula no day. That's the funny thing about this whole corona thing. Nobody has a formula. Everyone is trying to do what they can to make it work. Sweden, what kind of a background story you want? Ask me what you want to know, I'll give you, but I don't think I can give a full background story. That's gonna be tight. Nobody has a formula. So I can understand why they're saying, hey, since the lockdown isn't really helping and we don't want the economy to crash, let people go out. Unfortunately, I feel like African nations, we should be the last to be making these proactive decisions because everyone else, like Sweden and the rest of them, they have hospitals. They have doctors, they have equipment, they have all these fancy things. So even if their plan backfires, they have something to fall back on. We never even get like 2 major hospitals in our thing where the ones are saying, okay, lockdown, go. All right, cool. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't agree with it, but I'm not in charge. And like I said, there is no formula. So at this point, we're all just fingers crossed, man, and we're hoping that it's the right decision. Because if it does backfire, another IQ Bona, welcome.
Another IQ Bona.
If it backfires, then we'll be here. But hopefully it won't backfire. My theory is, unpopular opinion, my theory is a lot of Africans might get it. A lot of Africans might already have it. I'm only hoping that our immune systems, based on the shit that we've been eating for a long time, we've been eating dirt half our lives. As kids, I'm pretty sure half of us ate sand for like a pretty long time. All the food that we buy from the streets, all the fruit that we're now figuring out that those people were washing in the gutter and everything. We've been eating those things for a while. So hopefully our immune systems will save us from the worst of it. Because apart from that, there's only God who can help us. Because we don't have the hospitals, we don't have the capacity. But I do agree. Someone said no matter the lifts, it's just safer to stay home. I do 100%, 1000%.
Yeah, but when you say stay home, because that's the thing that a lot of people are complaining about is the fact that and in a way I see where they're coming from. The fact that if you tell them to stay at home, what are they going to eat? And the fact that some people are afraid that they might die of hunger before they die of the coronavirus. Which is why they're out there, despite the ban or despite the lockdown, they're out there trying to make ends meet and put food on the table. So, like, I see where they're coming from. But what do you think about that, or those people that are actually really hungry and they can't afford to sit at home?
So at some point, Africa was bound to disgrace ourselves. We've been living this life like we have everything covered out, but now we're figuring out that the income disparity is huge, and we didn't have a plan to deal with any of this. We don't have social security. You realize that we don't even have a sovereign wealth fund. So most countries, when they run into trouble over the years, they built a sovereign wealth fund where they can just tap into. Either they put a huge investment in somewhere that they can either withdraw. I know Sweden, and there's another country that if they withdrew their sovereign wealth fund, every citizen would have at least like $1,000-something. But we've never had that. We don't have those long-term policies that save the people. And now there's a disaster. We're realizing that, oh boy, we never get anything in place to deal with all of these things. So it is a shame. I don't think there's anything that can be done from the government side to save those people, because I don't think they care. We can only hope that enough people who care, enough individuals can come together and do what they can. But as for the government, forget those guys. Someone's asking me about
someone says Mawuwa.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
What's your workout plan?
My workout plan. I don't know. I'll show you guys. So I do like just regular weights.
They stop flexing your biceps.
It's just stuff like my biceps. But I have like weights at home. So I try to do what I can, but generally like push-ups and everything are more than enough. Push-ups and dips. If you have a chair, you can do more than enough exercises. I'm not doing too well. I can't even lie, because I don't have the motivation. It's hard to like motivate yourself at home, but I try to do like 30 minutes a day. At the gym, I do like 2 hours or something, but. No, I can barely do 35 minutes. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie.
Someone else was saying, like, do you think the government is actually telling us the real numbers?
Absolutely not. But that's never been. That's what governments do. That's the point of governments. It's very rare that they will actually tell you the truth. They will tell if the truth is great, they will tell you. No two ways. But if they know that it's going to put them in a bad situation, what makes you think they're going to be honest? Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah. Hopefully, so what are your plans when this lockdown is lifted? Because we have to look on the bright side. We have to be hopeful for the future, I guess, since we can't really tell.
So what I'll tell people is this, so like the lockdown right now, it's a loss for everybody. You know, we've all lost in some way. Some people have lost contracts, some people have lost jobs, some people have lost their livelihood and their plans and their vacation plans and everything. We've already lost. So the only thing that we can do now is try to be on the winning side of it. You know that saying that there's always, in the middle of chaos, there's always opportunity. So we should find ways to adapt somehow, some way. Figure out a way that when this thing is over, you're not in the same place. And you're like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening to me? I've figured out that with the way the world is gone, I need to diversify a little. I need to invest in a couple of other things. I'm going to try and get a bit. I've always wanted to get into farming, but it was always something that I knew I could do. But I was like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. But now we realize that in any time of the day, there's nothing more important than food. You know, so I think that's an investment that couldn't possibly go wrong. And there's no better time than now to start getting into that. But there's no formula, man. Try and be positive and try not to go crazy. And then
exactly. Yeah. Someone says they love your Doctor Strange poster. Where'd you get it?
Thank you. So I actually had these made in. I have the actual posters. I made them in I get the posters ordered from Amazon. I get them from America. And then when they come down, I have these made in Nigeria. So I just have them framed.
The frames, right?
Yeah, so I just have the frames done in Nigeria. So that's because obviously, like, I'm a huge movie person. So by the time I'm done, I plan on having my entire walls just filled all around with
posters
with
or
this.
movies.
Yeah. When you come to my house, you need to know that I'm a movie person. So yeah, man.
Someone says she lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and they're opening barber shops, nail salons, and tattoo parlors. They are trying to kill us.
Listen. You think I'm wearing? You think I'm wearing a hat? You think I'm wearing a hat for no reason? Look at this, guys.
I mean, if they lift the lockdown, and the barber shops open, would you be forced to go to the barber shop
No,
to get
somebody
a
should go and
haircut?
test. Somebody should go and test,
Exactly, that
and
was what I
come
was
back.
going to say.
So for now, this is gonna have to be this is gonna have to. When am I coming to France?
Yeah.
Probably for the next festival. I was supposed to be at the last one because
Hey, what festival is that?
the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the film that we're doing in Nigeria, 2 weeks in Lagos, we actually premiered it at Cannes last year. So that was the world premiere, and then we did another premiere in. We haven't done the Canada one yet. We did one in Los Angeles for the Pan African Film Festival. So we've done France, LA. We're going to do Nigeria and then Canada and everything. But hopefully, I should be in France soon. So whoever you are, I hope we can link up. But yeah.
Yeah. But when we premiere our movies in those festivals, those big festivals, how is the reaction usually like?
Oh, the reality.
Because I know those because I know those big festivals, they usually have like big corporation movies or those big type of Hollywood movies also premiering. So I was just trying to like, because I've never been, so I don't know what the reaction usually is like.
The reaction is usually pretty amazing because the idea used to be that good films didn't come from Africa. You understand? All we could do was like the old Juju films, or you can see the boom on the back and everything.
Yeah.
So that's the point of taking some of these films, because we spend quite a bit of time making some of these projects, knowing that they can at least go international. So it's a great way to show that, like this is what we're doing in Africa. And a lot of time people are surprised. They're like, oh, this is pretty dope. We had no idea that you guys could do something like that. So the perception is what we're trying to change. And it's working so far, because our films are bigger than just West Africa or Nigeria. They can go wherever you want. So being able to premiere at places like Cannes and like in LA and everything, it's always been good, and that's what we always try to do right now.
Yeah. Someone saying Cannes is big. Do you think the audience gets our craft?
When you watch Money Heist, how did you feel? Money Heist was not an American film. Money Heist started out as a Spanish film. Yeah. Made completely in Spanish, and it not failed, but it did its whole run on Spanish television before Netflix picked it up and asked them to do it again. So when you watch Miracle in Cell 7, that's a Turkish film.
Cell 7,
you understand, and even that one, it did its run in Turkey before it now came to the. So what makes you think one of our Nigerian films, say like Living in Bondage,
even King Parasite, that won the Academy
Parasite, exactly. What makes you think one of these our films cannot one day also, the same way it's a local film, but when it gets to the world audience, people are going to be like, yo, I love this. So as long as we keep doing some dope films, it's only a matter of time before one of our things will blow. Yeah,
someone says, if you come to France, can I take you out? The bills on me, please. Purity Lorena.
No worries, we can go have lunch at the church.
This guy is asking thoughts on the Netflix partnership with, I think he means Nollywood. What are your thoughts on Netflix partnership with Nollywood?
So honestly, I feel like everyone is shouting like Netflix has done us a favor. You know, everyone is like, oh my God, what did you think was gonna happen? Africa is, people say, oh, it's Africa's time now. It's always been Africa's time. We've always had the best stories. We've always had the best talents and everything. It's just that before, people were unwilling to see it. And then Black Panther came out and everyone is like, oh my God, Wakanda forever. And everyone wants to wear colorful African outfits and everything. Yeah. It's not a coincidence that Beyonce did that album with a bunch of African musicians.
African people.
People want the attention that Africa has, because our numbers are unparalleled. Now, look at it like this. A big artist in America, last, he would have maybe 2 million, 3 million followers type of thing. That's his audience. A small artist in Nigeria can have 5 million followers if he wants to, because the numbers in just Nigeria alone, forget about the whole of Africa, the numbers are unparalleled. And that's what everybody is seeing. Beyonce is seeing it. Now Diddy is saying, I want to come to Nigeria. Like, Frank, what's for there? What do you want to come to? You want to come to? They're coming here. They're coming here because we have the power now. Now, Netflix knows that even if they do a subpar production, there are 200 million plus people who have access to internet in Nigeria alone.
Yep.
That is unparalleled. Where would you find that in the world? Where?
Yeah.
So it's not a thing that they came to do a favor for us. No. We're the ones doing them a favor. We're the ones allowing them to come and be a part of our thing. And very soon they will recognize it, because when these productions start coming out, people are going to be like, yo, we've been sleeping on these guys for a while. So I do think it's a great thing, but it was also inevitable in terms of they haven't done us a favor. We've been creating the future for a while, and they recognize that, and they're like, yo, we have to go work with those African guys. Cardi B didn't come to Nigeria because she likes Nigerians, or because she came because she knew that there is millions of people there who can become part of her fan base. And she's like, I want to eat from that pie, and everybody wants to eat from the African pie now. That's all.
Yeah.
So Nigeria should
speaking
be
of
proud.
Netflix,
Led the way.
Yeah, speaking of Netflix, Blizzy__ is asking, why isn't Sugar Rush on Netflix though? I don't know if you have the answer to that.
So Sugar Rush, I hope you don't mind. I mean no harm. Why would you? Purity Lorena, of course I don't mind. Love you always. Why is Sugar Rush not on Netflix? Sugar Rush only finished its cinema run last like early March.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. You have to do a cinema run first. Once the cinema run is over, and then you take it out of cinemas, and then you start looking at the other platforms that you can put it on. So at the moment, I'm pretty sure they're discussing with all the Amazon Primes and the Netflix and Hulu and everyone else, and it depends on who has the best money. So if you know somebody at Netflix, tell them to bring plenty money, and we'll release it for them. Because obviously, I'm sure you guys know, like by now, Sugar Rush now became the 4th highest grossing Nollywood film of all time. It overtook King of Boys. So it'll be any small film that we're just gonna say, oh, Netflix, just take because we want it to be on Netflix. No. They will pay, and they will be lucky to have it on there. The same way all these other big films, Living in Bondage, all these they were lucky to have King of Boys on there. Not that King of Boys was lucky to be on Netflix.
Yeah. Now, keeping that same sentiment, what do you think about, because a lot of people feel like Netflix is taking advantage of, independent producers in Nigeria and in Africa. What do you think about that sentiment that people have, that Netflix might be, or they are taking advantage of?
They're taking advantage of them how?
Like, maybe a movie that they want, maybe an independent producer that made a movie now gets an offer from Netflix just because the independent producer wants his movie on Netflix or her movie on Netflix. They offer it to Netflix, and they just take whatever it is that Netflix is offering them. Usually Netflix offers them really low prices or really low amounts.
Once again, Netflix isn't putting films on their platform because they're your best friends. You're putting films on their platform because they're trying to make money. So if they have the leverage, why would they offer you more money than it's a business that they're trying to run. Even our people over here, Africa Magic, Ebony Life, Conga TV, Uroko TV, if the leverage is on their side, you think they're going to be, oh my God, yeah, I love you so much, I love your actor, oh yeah, take 10 million extra. Nobody's going to do that. So right now Netflix has the leverage because it seems like they're the ones doing us the favor. But I'm saying once we change that dynamic and they realize that we're the ones who are allowing them to be a part of our story, they will have to start paying what we're worth. But you can't get there. You can't get those. It can't just start and be like, oh yeah, take 2 million. No.
Completely agree. You need to clear something up
What's
here.
that?
This CC relationship matter that keeps popping up on the comments.
What's that got to do with anything?
Purity Lorena is asking, so where is your girlfriend, CC, Big Brother Africa girl? I love the both of you together as couple.
Yeah. Where did you see us as a couple?
You guys had a promotional picture that was going around one time.
We did I helped her do her sportswear brand. We're friends, but why? So I'm pretty sure in the last, say, 5 years, there's pictures of me with kisses of about maybe 5 or 6 different people in different movies or whatnot. Am I dating every single one of them? I kissed Beverly. No, I'm not dating her. So what are we saying?
Right.
How long have I been acting for? I started. My first thing in Nigeria was Hush. I moved to Nigeria for the Mnet job when I came to shoot Hush. That's why I came. So that was 2016.
The one with RMD.
The one with RMD, yeah. So that's how I started. That's how I became friends with him and everything. That's where the thing came from. And I've been, I wouldn't say stuck in Nigeria since, but when I came, I didn't plan on staying this long, but here I am.
Yeah. People are now dropping the Ghanaian flag.
Oh, it's not even that's not the Ghanaian flag, but close enough. Have I seen the Ghanaian flag yet? Nah. Okay, no. Somebody has dropped the Ghanaian flag. Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, Heneba Prince. Wagwan, my brother.
All right. So yeah, moving on now. We've covered the entire deep conversations that we're supposed to have. This is a board in the house board series. So we'd like to keep things light-hearted here. We like to keep things light-hearted here and play some games. So you were saying you like watching, we like rewatching old TV shows, old TV series. You like
Sometimes, yeah.
watching those type of, yeah. So with that being
I see the
said,
flags
we're
are
going to
going
play
on
a
a lot.
game. The flags are keep coming. So with that
Somebody
being
said,
said,
stop kissing around. You guys will not be the end of me.
who said that?
Thank you. I'll stop.
Mawuli, can you stop? Oh, yeah, wait.
I didn't kiss the Sugar Rush.
Wait, that's true. That's true, though.
Yeah. But yo, what's the game? It wasn't in the script, but I do get on set. I do get on set sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be. Uh-huh. All right, let's try.
Okay, good. I think the network is lagging or something, but yeah. Let me just play the
Yeah, all
first
of a
one.
sudden.
Yeah.
Is it
Let me play
better
the
now?
first one. Yeah, it
Okay.
is. So let me play the first one. You're supposed to guess what show this theme song belongs to. You ready?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, let's think.
Also, no, sorry, quick one. Living in bondage was not big in Ghana when I was there. I think it's mainly Nigerian, so that's Fresh Prince, right?
Hey! You didn't even let me finish playing. Right, next one. Next one. You got that one. That's 1 point. Next one.
I don't know this. What is this?
Sister.
Oh,
You know Sister.
I was never
Yeah,
a
the
big
one with
fan
the
of Sister
twins.
with Tamara and
Yeah, Tia and Tamara.
yeah,
Yep.
nah.
So you just lost 1 point. Let's keep it going.
No. Somebody
Next
help me.
one.
One of my friends helped me. Mind, body, spirit, soul answered for me. I texted her the
Nope.
answer. And then she put it there. Bro, I'm sorry, man. I have help.
Nope,
Look it
that
up.
doesn't count.
No. Look at it. She said it
Let's
there.
just
She said it there.
let's just keep
Thank
it
you,
moving. Let's keep
thank you
it.
for the for the link up.
No cheating.
It's not
Nobody's
about
supposed to
cheating
help
now.
you
It's not,
guys.
you see, if you know it, help me out. Don't worry. We're together.
Someone said Tia and Tamara.
Someone said,
All
yeah.
right, next one.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get this one.
Oh, this is easy, man. 2.5.
There was it. Hey, 2.5 men. Hey, cool. You see, you're actually good at this game. Oh. Okay, next
No,
one.
some of them aren't. What's that,
Yo,
Rugrats?
nobody should cheat. So nope.
It's a cartoon.
Yup.
It's not Rugrats. It's
No.
What is it?
It's Simpsons.
Hey Arnold?
Yo,
No.
I literally. No, it's Simpsons.
That's
I literally
Simpsons?
thought you were going to get it. Yep.
Yo.
Because they said
No,
Simpsons in
then
the very first line.
it means I haven't watched Simpsons in like maybe like 15 years. Ever since like American
Right.
Guy, Family Guy came out, I've never been
Family
a
Guy,
Simpsons
yeah.
person. Khadija, I
After
love you so
Family Guy
much
came out.
too. Always. Hey, they
Someone
said the
said
name
they
of
even said the name in
hold
the
on.
opening.
Who is the
Right?
one? They said the name of the opening, and so what? And so what? Get out of here.
Oh yeah, next one. Let's see if you can get this one. This one's a really old one.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get this one. Hey.
Family Matters.
Hey, my guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's keep it. I feel like you've only missed 2 so far. Let's
I
keep it
missed
going.
one. But somebody help me out. So, what show am I watching right now? I don't know. The Office.
I thought you said you were watching Money Heist.
I'm rewatching The Office because I do that once every year.
Okay.
What is that, Tom and Jerry?
All right, guess this one.
Oh, that's GOT.
Hey, cool. Are you a huge fan of GOT?
I was until the last season, and now I hate the writers with so much passion. I feel like if I saw D&D, I
Right.
would punch them and go to jail gladly. Yeah,
Same, bro.
yeah.
Same, bro. We're on the same
You
page.
cannot waste 8 years of my life. You cannot waste 8 years of my life like that. Like, I will punch one of those guys and I will gladly go to jail for a day or two. Very useless guys. Very
waste
useless
8
guys.
years of my life.
Very useless guys. It's like a life thing for me.
Going.
The way they messed up Game of Thrones, and I don't think I'm ever gonna forgive them. Let's go.
Same, bro. Same. All right, guess this one. This one is actually the theme song for a
Team
talk
Stark
show.
or Team Lannister? Team Lannister always. The Starks were not serious in life. The Starks were idiots, all of them. Well, maybe the kids were, but they were all idiots. Ned Stark was an idiot. His wife was an idiot. His son Rob was a huge idiot. You won't go war. You're marrying. Now wartime, you won't find wife. You're a fool. I'm glad he died.
All right, wait, get this one.
Died.
It's for a talk show.
It's for a talk show.
Yep.
Talk show. I don't think I watch many talk shows. Nah. What's that?
Wendy Williams, bro.
David, you will never catch me watching Wendy Williams. You will never catch me watching Wendy Williams.
Yo, someone's asking if they can have a workout session. Maybe after this show, you probably have your own live workout session or something.
I worked out already in the morning, but if you're free tomorrow, no worries. I'll do a live video and then we can do it together. Who says Wendy Williams? You guys have been watching Wendy Williams like that?
I guess this one.
Mm-hmm. Addams Family.
Hey. I should have made this thing a little bit harder though, because I feel like you're just getting everything. This one.
X-Files?
Hey! Do you know how hard it is to find an X-Files fan in this country?
Bro, I don't even know how I got that. Thank you. Somebody said we don't do that Wendy Williams fee here. We really don't. Who is Wendy Williams? Behave yourself. Yeah, I haven't seen X-Files in a while though.
Yo, me neither, but like some people haven't seen it at all. That's how bad it is right. Hey, okay, so next one. Let's see if you can get this one.
Queen, thank you so much. Love you always. Is it giving Papa a Jasco? Thank you so much. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, if I give you Papa a Jasco, you get that one now.
Oh, I know this. And they're changing faces. Is that Orange is the New Black?
Hey, Orange is the New Black. You got it.
I actually don't like that show anymore. The first season was good, but everything else was pretty shitty for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And they've ended it. I think they canceled it.
They should throw it away. Derek, leave this place. What can I do for you? Demi, I need some cookies, please.
All right, next one. Guess what show this theme song belongs to?
Big Bang Theory.
Hey, my man. Okay, last one, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to get this one. If you get this one, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get it. Well, let's see.
No, I'm not going to get this one. What is this one?
It's the Brady Bunch, bro.
I was never a big fan of the Brady Bunch. Never a big fan of the Brady Bunch for some reason.
Yeah.
But this kind of Jabota shows you there. You want which is Brady Bunch?
Yo, see, I tried to get in Papa Jasco. If I put Papa Jasco, there's no you're not going to get it. The first line says Papa Jasco.
Oh yeah, now put them for there. If I put the super story,
if I put na lie, that's cheating. If I put Super Story, I'm going to get it. That's the first one.
At least put it there. Let me hear.
If I put Fuji House of Commotion, that's
put
the
it there.
first
Let me
one.
get it. Let me be. Oh yeah, Brady Bunch. What am I doing, Brady Bunch?
Bro, you got half of them though.
Yeah, but wait till Brady Bunch. I beg. I just watch that. Soft guy.
Hey, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining my live. Who said I'm butter there? Why do people know my was slander on my own live, bro? No, my was slander. Why are these people? Hey, Mawuli, thanks so much for joining and being a part of my live, bro.
Got you. I got you. I hope everyone is being safe and everything. It's going to be a pretty shitty next couple of weeks, but hopefully when it's all done, we can. The guy said, "Los duros muchachos." Derek, you're a fucking idiot. Yo, I need new friends, guys. I'm like auditioning for new friends. Some of my friends are like too stupid, so loyal friend that we can stay together for a while.
So I said, this is your Niger accent.
No size.
This is your Niger accent, no size.
You don't realize I've been here too long. I'm half Yoruba, half Hausa.
At this point,
I'm Yoruba me. That's who I am. Yeah, no.
Is that your best Yoruba accent?
Oh yeah, no. Yoruba.
Someone is coming to carry all your posters.
No, this guy. Don't mind now. Don't mind now. You like them?
Hey.
Yeah, if I can't take.
Hi, my G.
But yo, listen.
Yeah.
Peace out.
But we have to end this. We have to end this on the same, with the same energy. Okay. We have a theme song, and that's how we always end and wrap things up.
Got you.
Hey. And I'm bored in the house. I'm bored in the. Hey. Mawuli, I can't feel the energy. I can't feel the vibe.
I'm reading something,
Hey.
My friend, get up and dance for us. You're there saying, hey.
You get up and dance for us.
You're one of those
I'm sure
people.
your fans want to see you shirtless.
You're one of those people.
I'm sure they want.
You're one of those people.
Ladies,
when you're sitting
do you want
down,
to see Mawuli dance shirtless?
No more shirtless till 2021. You're one of those people, when you're sitting down, you go feel boss for the mood. You see them, hey, get up.
My guy, don't test me. Don't test me. If I start like this,
you're a seated dancer.
See mother.
Nah, man.
Hey, my guy, thanks so much. Thank you, my G. And thank you to everybody that tuned in and that showed love and sent in comments. We really appreciate it.
Always. Until next time, yeah?
Yeah,
Peace
bro.
out, guys.
Peace out.